Let's see.
Trisha the grifter strutting down round Bev B's yard. Brown loafer heels clicking like she owning it all. She found a lonely old woman. Trisha got a sparkle in her eye. Sweet tea and sympathy, then wave that phone goodbye.
She coos, oh honey, let me help you text your friends.
Next thing you know, that iPhone sliding in her purse and that phone is gone again.
Inheritance check.
Signed, sealed, delivered with a kiss. Trisha's laughing and dreaming about all the way to the bank. Trisha's got that sparkle in her smile, that devil in her stride.
Stealing purses, phones, and bank accounts.
Bonita Stacy's Clyde.
Trisha the grifter, queen of the con.
Grifting lonely ladies from dusk till dawn.
Phones and fortune, she takes them with glee. Funding her fabulous, ridiculous spree. Gold brooch pin right there on her chest.
Flashing brighter than the lie she tells best.
Trisha the grifter.
Ooh, what a thief living large on somebody else's money.
New fur coat dripping diamonds on her wrist. Attacking John Ramsey, he is at the top of her list. John Bonet, who she tweets with a sneer while sipping champagne that cost a whole year. She's got a brand new wardrobe, looking oh so fine, but did she steal those fancy threads from Beth B's closet line?
Closet raid at midnight.
Hangers flying high,
Trisha in best drape,
waving that brooch to the sky. She's got that sparkle in her smile,
that devil in her stride.
stealing closets, cash and clout. Watch her take the ride. Trisha the grifter, queen of the con.
Grifting lonely ladies from dusk till dawn.
Phones and fortune, she takes them with glee.
Funding her fabulous, ridiculous spree.
Gold brooch pin right there on her chest.
Flashing brighter than the lie she tells best.
Trisha the grifter.
Ooh, what a thief living large on somebody else's greed.
Oh, Trisha, Trisha, what's a girl to do?
When the well runs dry and the marks are few,
She just bats those lashes, spins another tale. Bless your heart, my darling.
then she's gone without fail. Trisha the grifter, swinging through the night.
Stealing phones and purses from the dead under soft moonlight.
From lonely old ladies to Ramsey rants online.
All right, guys, whether it's being targeted by Trisha the Grifter because you're a lonely old lady with $1 million bank account,
Ain't that
or
right?
because you're John Ramsey. Okay, it's not desirable in either of those two situations. I hope you are all doing very, very well today. Today is June the 10th, 2026, and we're going to talk just a little smattering of topics very quickly. First of all, of course, this is the day after, correct? The day after the Carmelo Anthony verdict, and he was found guilty of murder, even though they did put manslaughter on the table. The verdict came back in well under 3 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that. And then they presented more evidence. Well, prosecution didn't present any more witnesses, but then the mother of Carmelo took the stand and pled for mercy for her child. I don't think you can blame her for that, right? I think that's what you do. You love your child. That's what you do. But it made people angry. It made people angry because they felt like there was no consideration for mercy for Austin Metcalf's life. Even the people that were outside the courthouse, that don't even know the Carmelo Anthony family. They're just there. In the words of one woman, she said, "I'm here because I'm Black." So she said, that it doesn't matter that Austin died. That Austin should learn to keep his hands to himself. And it's like, wait a minute. You can't kill someone just because they touch you. And yet, there was another woman who said, touch me and find out. She was talking to a journalist. And so she was basically doing exactly the same thing that Carmelo did, that ended up in the murder of a young man. And yet you don't seem to be learning, right? You don't get to kill people. You don't get to beat them. You don't get to do that just because they touch you. And there she was right there on mainstream media camera, saying, "Go on, touch me, see what happens." And then she goes, it's wearisome at best, wearisome. So all that happened. He got 35 years. People were outside the courthouse were outraged by the 35 years. I don't know why. He'll be out in about 15, 17 years, maybe a little longer than 17 years. So he'll still be a relatively young man when he gets out. He'll still be able to get married. He'll be able to father children. I don't know why they were acting like it was such a horrific, horrible sentence. It's a 35 years, and in Texas you serve half of it. That's the minimum. And once you've served half of it, then you're up for parole. So if he keeps everything on the up and up and he follows the rules, then, doesn't give the parole board any reason to reject his application for parole, he could get out by the time he's 35. So, 36, I think. So when you consider that he could have received 99 years, meaning that he would have had to have served 50 before he was even up for parole, that would have been an essential death sentence. So things need to be, we need to back off from this now. It was a horrible tragedy, the loss of two young men, 100% horrible, horrible tragedy. And I've made my position clear that the mindset of the African-American community, obviously not everyone in the community, but the idea that if you touch me or if you check me, meaning look at me, then that gives me the right to attempt to murder you or actually murder you. If you touch my arm after I've taunted you and said, touch me, see what happens. If you touch me, I'm going to pull out a 5-inch knife and aim for your heart. And I'm justified to do that because it's self-defense. No, it's not self-defense. Y'all need to read Texas state law. That is not self-defense. That is not stand your ground. I don't get to stand there and say, come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. And then when someone reaches out and hits me, then I'm justified to pull a gun? Absolutely not. It is not deadly force for someone to try to push you out of an area that you're already trespassing on. So I think the messaging in the African-American community, this messaging of anger and it's us against them, and we need a segregated society. We don't need to live together and work together. that messaging is getting a lot of young people killed, and it's foolish. It's not necessary, as evidenced by the majority of people that all work together and live together and love each other and care about each other. It is, I don't think I know a single person that doesn't have a mixed friend group. I think every single person I know, and maybe that's, I mean, I don't really know the reason, maybe because I work in healthcare, and in healthcare, we are a heavily integrated profession. But everybody's friends with everybody. Nobody stops to consider what you look like, whether you're appropriate to be a friend. That's not what friendship is based on. So there's a small group in the African American community that are very militant, and they've taken up this militant stance of zero tolerance, and it's getting people arrested. It's getting people thrown in jail for decades. It's getting people killed. And it is a terrible tragedy for all of us. Carmelo is a really intelligent kid. He's his GPA was something like 3.7 something. What that means is he could have been well on his way to becoming an engineer, a doctor, nurse, business owner. He could have been on his way to being a necessary part of our society, right? Giving back to the greater society, and fulfilling the function of helping each other, working together to make a good society to live in. He was one of those kids. He's really smart and accomplished, and that's really what he was destined for. And it's a shame that someone convinced him, and I kind of hold his parents responsible. Someone convinced him that violence, he was entitled to use violence. And now that's, gone. So it's a sad thing. So, okay. So the day after, that's that. Okay. Now let's pivot. Let's pivot to Trisha the Grifta. Okay. Not only do we have a wonderful song, it's wonderful, but Andy Kopsa, and I don't know, do you guys know who Andy Kopsa is? If you know the channel Andy Kopsa, put a 1 in the chat. I'm just curious. She doesn't have a very big channel right now. Hey, Zelda. Andy Kopsa. You guys heard of him? We got lots of people in the bushes today. Couple of people. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you. Okay, we have a few people have heard of Maury. Okay, good. All right, so we've got some people that have heard of Andy. Well, if you haven't seen or watched Andy yet, you should. Okay. She's not really a YouTuber. She's a researcher. She kind of reminds me of like early Plunder days, right? I've loved Plunder since the very beginning. But Andy kind of reminds me of early Plunder. Hey, Kresha, good to see you. So good to see you. We got to talk. So she doesn't really do a lot. Like I do a lot of talking, I give my opinion and I joke around and, I just social. I'm a social butterfly. Andy's not, that's not how she's using her platform. She's using her platform to bring receipts, facts, things that are indisputable. Now, I'll tell you something else that is indisputable, my friends. Listen up, Lauren, Wowen. I wonder if there's a way that we could put up the red flag for Wowen. to pay attention.
Oh, Lauren, queen of the screen. With Botox so tight, you look like a dream. But your skin's so thin, it's like tissue paper. One wrong word and poof, you're a vapor.
You're a vapor. All right, maybe that will somehow come on her radar that someone's playing that song. You know what I mean? All right. We are getting some interesting information. Now, Andy, what we're going to look at today, this is with Andy and Web Sleuth's Trisha the Grifta, okay? But there's a little bit of information now that's beginning to roll in that is absolutely connecting Christina's true stalker, right? You know what I'm talking about, Krisha? Christina Mack's videoed stalker at CrimeCon to Wowin. Yeah, Wowin. So very interesting information that's rolling in, Lauren. So we're not done there either. People don't get comfortable there, nurse. Don't get comfortable. All right, because it's coming. It's coming. We gotcha. Okay, now then. So let's transition to Trisha the Grifta and Andy Kopsa, her channel, and the receipts that she has gathered. Now, for those of you at Web Sleuths, what are y'all called? The Mad Hatters? I think that's what or the Mad Chatters, maybe? Okay. Mad Chatters. I am sorry to tell you this. Well, maybe I'm not really sorry, but okay, I'll play the role. I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. I'm going to say this as gently as I can to you Mad Chatters. Listen up. You have been lied to. You have been taken for a ride by who? Trisha the Grifta. That's who. And Stacy, the unknown. That's why. They have bald-faced lied to you. Do you care? No, you don't care. The faux gems, the pretend gems, because we're the original and authentic gems. You guys are the fraudulent gems. Lauren and John copied my channel structure. So you guys that think that you're gems, basically what Lauren has said is that she named her channel memberships after potatoes. That's right. They're called gems. The little Idaho potatoes, you're gems, you're potatoes. That's what they think of you. We over here, we are the ones that sparkle and shine. We're the authentic and original gems. Okay. But hey, when you get ready to deal with reality, when you get tired of the delusion that you're living in, oh, so smart, John, so handsome, they're victim advocates. No, they're not. Lauren called Tylee a bitch, a dead girl, a girl murdered by her own mother. That's your queen. She did it. It's in the black and white, bigger in Dallas. Lauren violated Krisha. Kay Woodcock's family. No, you are not. If you're a part of the hidden potatoes, if you're a part of the hidden potatoes, you're just a tool. You're just a conduit of money. You know, your income, it goes through your fingers and into John and Lauren's purse. And they don't care how they treat you. They lie to you nonstop all the time. We're victim advocates. Oh, really? Ask Colby Ryan if that's true. I would adopt Colby. John, gross. You're gross. Okay? Now then, this is Trisha the Grifta. And if you are one of the mad chatters, please listen up. Please listen to the receipts, the messaging brought by this great YouTube channel, Andy Kopsa. And I want to put Andy's, hold on, I'm going to give you her link to her channel. And please, I'm begging each of you, go over and subscribe because she got all kinds of receipts coming. Okay. All right. So let's take a listen and see if it's true that Trisha the Grifta isn't finished lying yet. She is so busy lying. She is so busy changing history, rewriting history, creating an illusion, trying to make up a world that simply does not exist. Okay, let's show the mad chatters the facts. There you go. Let's show the mad chatters the facts of Trisha the Grifta. And then I'm really hoping and praying in my heart of hearts that there's at least 20% of the mad chatters that have integrity. That at least 20% of the Mad Hatters will look at what is true information, factual information, and they will come to understand, they'll find acceptance that Trisha is lying to you guys, and she has lied in order to get money out of your pocket. And that you don't want to be a part of that anymore because you have integrity. That's my hope. 20% of you. I don't have any illusion that it's going to be all of you. It should be, but I'll be good with 20% of you will finally be able to go, damn, wow, I really wanted to believe in Trisha. I really wanted to believe in Stacy. I really wanted to believe that they were good, dependable, reliable, honest people. But this information is undeniable. It's undeniable. They are scamming their members. So you guys remember the field trips, right? You had to do the field trips over to Janet Walford's home, correct? And in a very bizarre pattern, Trisha acted like it was her property. Oh, let me make sure everything. And when she saw the lock on the backyard gate, oh, you could hear the anger in her voice. We now know that they were actually locking Trisha out. That's actually who was getting locked out, right? Okay. Trisha said, she told you guys, you mad chatters, she told y'all that that Beth B had died and they found a will and it was going to be a Hollywood ending, meaning $1 million estate was going to go to the Tri-City Animal Shelter in Dallas, the greater Dallas-Fort Worth area. Okay. That's what she's lying to y'all and telling y'all. And that Daphne, which was Beth B's friend from decades ago, that Daphne was committing fraud. And that they wanted to unseat Daphne as the named estate administrator and make Trisha the Grifta the administrator. Why? She'd known the lady for 2 damn years. Why in the world would anybody say, yeah, I've known you 2 years. Since I've known you, you've raped me financially. Sure, I'll turn my $1 million estate over to you. I'll take it away from the woman that invested my money and made me $1 million. I'll take it away from her and give it to this weird ass little lady from Utah. Yeah, that's a plan. No, that's the reason why Trisha had to steal the phone and put it in a Faraday bag. She and Stacy have been busily going through the phone to put their damn story together so they can steal the $1 million estate from the animal shelter. You don't believe me? Well, remember this, when the story broke, when Jolene Lunzer, when Every Day with Jay, when these great YouTube, these wonderful women came out with the facts, real documents. When they did that, Stacy and Trisha said, "Oh shit, now we're going to get arrested. We have now broken the law. What are we going to do?" So what did she do? She came up with another story, didn't she? She told you guys what? I'm talking to Mad Chatters. She told you guys, I dropped my lawsuit. I no longer want to be named administrator of the estate. No, don't want that. Dropped it. It's over. I'm out of it. That's what she said, isn't it? That's what she said. Well, then she popped up with new lawsuit. She's a creditor. You know what that means? Supposedly that means that Beth B borrowed money from Trisha or borrowed equipment or somehow took something that Trisha gave something to Beth B that Beth B did not reimburse back. What? So while this woman was alive, you were taking her for a ride. Now she's dead, and now you're saying that she's a doesn't pay her bills, doesn't fulfill her promises. Trisha, you suck. You're gross. You're disgusting. You are an old woman without a penny to your name, and yet Beth B was able to build up an estate of $1 million. And now you're saying that she's a deadbeat, that she didn't pay her bills? Have you any shame? Any? And Mad Chatters, are you okay with that? Are you okay with this heifer slandering Beth B, who was one of you? She was one of you. Yeah, she's the deadbeat. Trisha's a creditor now. Beth B didn't fulfill her promises to Trisha. Holy shit. Okay, so then we hear again, oh, it's all been withdrawn. There's nothing. There's no lawsuit. But Trisha is not making any claims at all on the estate. That's where it stands now, right, Mad Chatters? Right? Okay, this is Andy Kopsa, the new plunder. She's bringing the receipts. And all I can say, Mad Chatters, I hope you're listening. I hope that you will go, hold on, and I'm going to give you the link. I'm going to give you the link to the Dallas County Texas Courts portal where you can pull up the documents yourself so that you can see that Andy Kopsa is completely telling the truth. 100% telling the truth. Okay? So there's your link. You just go there and then you put in, make your little account, and you can get all of Trisha's Texas stuff. All right? But in the essence of time, let's go ahead and listen to Andy Kopsa. Please, there's a mod in here. Can you put Andy's link in the chat so people can go over and subscribe to her channel, please? So let's listen to what is going on with the estate of Janet Walford And Trisha the Grifta.
Forum for Dallas County, which is where she has, she filed the original suit. But as you can see here, let me see if I can scroll all the way down. So if we go in reverse order, you can see here, highlighted is that there is a hearing that has been scheduled. So this is the hearing scheduled for August 12th of 2026.
Now, what was that? Excuse me. Wait, what was that? I believe Andy said August the 12th, 2026. Ladies, put that on your calendar, especially if you live in Texas near Dallas. August 12th, 2026. The hearing is at 11 a.m. So let's get to the courthouse early to make sure that we get a good seat. We wouldn't want to miss seeing Trisha. Maybe we can get some signatures, right? Maybe she'll sign her legal documents for us, court deposition maybe. All right? You hear that? You hear it? I want every mad chatter in Texas to be at this hearing giving support to Trisha Griffith. Oh, I've dropped my lawsuit. I make no claims against it at all. No, I'm not getting any of Beth B's money or property. I dropped my lawsuit. I want you mad chatters who live in Texas or in South Arkansas or West Louisiana. I want you at this hearing. I want you to have to be confronted with reality about who Trisha Griffith is. Okay? Nobody's trying to trick you. We're not trying to trick you guys. Your queen is the one doing that, and she needs to trick you in order to get your cash.
The judge, Margaret Jones Johnson, scheduled this.
Hey, Cinnamon.
And this dropped either on Friday or Monday. I called this morning and I didn't get an answer, but it wasn't there until it was brought to my attention by a busy bee friend of mine.
We love those busy bees, don't we? Lauren, we got some busy bees.
So that is of note. And so the motion hearing is scheduled again for, as you can see, and again, all in Dallas County, Texas website. You go to probate court, you look this up. It's all right there for literally everybody to see.
And I put the link in my chat.
Trisha is still actively pursuing whatever money she thinks she is owed as a creditor against the estate. So
I'll tell you my opinion, what I think that she's trying to get the house. A $250,000 house is paid off. I think she's trying to get the house. That's what I think. Terrible. It's not right, y'all. It's not right.
That's the latest news. The latest news is that there is no. So I'm going to talk about this because this is a good point. And so I think people think that this case has gone away, and it hasn't. And I understand why, because this is a weird case.
It's only weird
in the sense of,
you know what, Andy? It's weird because it's a weird little woman from Utah that's involved in this. It's weird because it's fraud. In order for fraud to work, to be effective, the fraudster has to create a lot of confusion. Fraudsters operate on confusion. Without confusion, they can't pull the wool over your eyes. They can't get you discombobulated so that you make bad decisions. And Othram Labs. Speaking of confusion, obfuscation, fraud, are you beginning to feel like that you're caught up in that? It looks like you might be caught up in it. I'll talk about that in a minute.
Of what was the, I wanted to say malingering interloper, but we'll get into it. Jolene, over at Jolene Linzer said, did a read through of the actual filing. So let's talk about the status. So the status of the case is that there is a motion hearing, and the motion that's set to be heard is a motion that Linda brought to have Trisha yeeted from the totality of circumstances.
Good for you, Linda.
So yeah,
Linda's definitely.
let's see. So yeah, OMG, Trisha never dropped her petition.
No, she didn't.
No,
Did
she
not.
dropped some of it. So let's talk about that. Okay.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
Let me just say here for a moment. Let me pull that mother scratcher down and then pull up the actual document. So
Listen, guys, if you have no other reason in the world to subscribe to this lady, then her glasses are ultra cool. Okay. Please go over. Please subscribe to Andy. And I'm gonna stop right here because this is her work, and she should get the minutes and the views and everything for her work. But then we have something else here. Okay. Hold on just 1 minute. Let me get to it. I'm feeling as if Othram is getting caught up in someone's fraud. And I wonder if they're nervous about that. I wonder if they have noticed, or conversely, I wonder if they are not the driver of this weirdness. Okay. All right. Here's what we're going to look at. So this is used to be Trisha's channel. Web Sleuths, the YouTube channel, is now owned by Othram. Oh yeah, Mad Chatters, you got lied about that too. She lied about that too. She told you guys that she only sold the website and that the YouTube channel is still hers, right? That's the storyline, correct? Then she told you, we're not doing super chats. You need to give to, like my Cash App and PayPal and stuff. The reason she did that is because Web Sleuths, the YouTube channel, is actually Othram's. And if you do a super chat, the money goes to Othram. So she lied to you about that. You guys are getting lied to going and coming. But keep on believing this, really what I think is a completely unprincipled woman. Really. I don't even know what drives her. I don't know how she gets unveiled so completely by these court documents, Sue Pruitt and others. And yet she comes online and seems to have the sense of entitlement that nobody knows that she's lying and stealing money. It's a very odd, strange thing to watch. It's very strange. Okay. And the pictures at CrimeCon of Lauren and Trisha hugging at the pool party, it's the weirdest picture. It looks like a mom and daughter picture, but the roles are reversed. It looks like Lauren is the mom and Trisha's the daughter. It's very odd. The photos of Trisha sitting at the slot machines, totally limp. Her hands are just totally limp. She's just out of it. Just out of it. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, what is this? Are you drunk? did you get into your pharmaceuticals too deep? Maybe you've lost all your money and you can't hit that little button again. I don't know what happened to her, but something happened that her phone is almost sliding out of her hand. It's like this. She's just sitting like this. And her eyes are just glazed over. They have about 5 pictures of her. It really looks like she spent more time sitting in front of a slot machine than she did in CrimeCon, going to, events and stuff. It's very strange. The whole thing's it's strange as hell. But not as strange as this crap. What do you guys notice there? There's some weird stuff happening. I don't mind saying I'm a little bit intrigued by this. Something very strange is happening with this YouTube channel, and it all came to fruition while she was in Las Vegas. Okay. All right, hold on just a second. I'm going to pull up something else here. Okay, where are you? I also think it is very interesting that Web Sleuths has started a different YouTube channel. Not Web Sleuths, Othram started a different YouTube channel, as if maybe they're not going to use the Web Sleuths name, maybe. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing. I don't know that to be fact. All right. Okay. So what you see there, I'm sure people have already mentioned it. Hello, all. Othram, aren't they a good company? I can't. St. Elmo's, I wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole. It's too weird. This is too weird. Okay. Now then, look at the information on this page. Okay. Web Sleuths Live, at Web Sleuths Live, 48,000 subscribers. How many videos, y'all? How many videos? 69. The whole entire channel is 69 videos? What? What is that? Before CrimeCon, there was well over 2,000 videos. Do you have any idea what that is going to do to this YouTube channel's algorithm? Not to mention their money. Now I'm going to share with you a different website. It's wild. They are cuckoo. Let's see. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Maybe that's what we need to call Trisha's Cocoa Puffs. All right. So we will peek at Social Blade. All right. And yes, you can see I love Boston Proper as one clothing line that I really, really enjoy. Okay. So if we go back to May the 28th, let me make sure y'all are able to see this. Yep, there you go. Okay. If we go back to May 28th, at the very top of the left-hand side, okay, that's a Thursday, you can see they had 6,100,000 views. They did put up a new video that day, and there were 2,010 videos, individual videos, right? Okay. Then Trisha left and went to CrimeCon on the 29th. That was Friday. But remember, they registered Friday morning. Okay. Did not do a video that day. 2010 videos. Saturday at CrimeCon, May the 30th. They did a video and they got 1,300 views. A channel with 48,000 people, 49,000 people got 1,300 views? Really? Put up one video that day. She was sitting in her hotel room that day. There's your 2011 views. Now it jumped from 2010 to 2000, not views, videos. Okay. Then she spent Saturday and Sunday at CrimeCon. Monday, I guess she was trying to recover, maybe, perhaps. She's still sitting at 2011 videos, right? Same number of views. And then overnight, from Monday to Tuesday, June the 2nd, she deleted 1,925 videos. And it must have been happening overnight, like at midnight, she's still deleting videos. At midnight, she's still killing videos, because you see that break between Tuesday and Wednesday right there. She took out another 22 videos. So she deleted a total of 1,947 actual videos, right? Gone. You know how many views she lost? 6 million views gone. 6 million views gone. How wild is that? Trisha the grifter, strutting round Beth B's yard. What are you doing, chickadee? You essentially no longer have a channel. You don't have a channel. Why? Why? Today's Wednesday, correct? Look at last night. Tuesday, June the 9th. How many views did they get yesterday? 168 views. 168 views. And so what did she do? She added back 238 videos. She added back 238 videos, but then what did she do today? She removed 235 videos. Girl, you okay? What's going on over there? Or is this Othram? Is this Othram who's saying, we are sick of this weird stuff? We're sick of the weird cowboy hat. We're sick of the weirdness coming out of this channel. We're sick. You are riding on our name now. We are websleuths.com, and you are operating under WebSleuths, the YouTube channel, and you are destroying our reputation with your nonsense, lady. It's the frogs. They're eating those damn frogs, Woman of the Hills. They're licking their bellies and getting high. The cowboy hat is so weird. It's such a weird cowboy hat. Yeah. We don't know who, Alabama Amy. We don't know. Nobody knows. Big name YouTubers that this is their career, right? Like this is this is their livelihood and they understand all of this YouTube algorithm stuff, they're mystified. They're mystified. They're going, good God, nobody does this. Nobody does this. So she deleted 2,000 videos, went down to nothing, like nothing. Okay. Then she adds 238 back, but then turns right around and removes them again. Author and brand manager probably advises against overnight lives with Pepto-Bismol on her face. What about that weird one where she's wearing, is it a sports bra? I think she's wearing a sports bra over her, it's over her clothes. She's wearing a sports bra that says Websleuths on the sports bra. And then she's got like a shirt or sweater or something over that. And she's like she's doing a strip tease. Like she's doing like, it's so creepy. It's so weird. No, I honestly think rather than this being done by Trisha the Grifta, I think this is being done by Othram, whomever their social media manager is. I think they've looked at this and they've said, no, this chickadee is unstable and she has reflected so poorly on our brand. We can't do this anymore. I think they're trying to cull all of the content that is so bizarre and crazy in favor of, from here on out, Trisha, you will do exactly what we tell you to do. We will write down exactly what you're going to say and you will not deviate from this. So that's that's one possibility, right? That's one possibility. Yeah, that's the other one, John Smith. Thank you for saying that. The other possibility is that now that Andy Kopsa has unveiled the reality that Trisha the Grifta, she goes to court in a couple of months, right? She's going to court. She's going to have to defend her position. Well, if you're making up lies that you're going to be telling a Dallas judge trying to steal $1 million estate, you're basically committing a felony. Do you really want there to be an accounting for discovery? Do you really want the other side's attorneys to go into your YouTube channel and begin to date when you were at certain places and doing certain things and when you said certain things on your channel? Would you want that in the case of discovery? You would not want that, correct? Exactly, Maurice. Yeah. So you would not want that. But here, again, this is the sign to all of you mad chatters out there. You're not dealing with a brain surgeon, okay? Trisha is not brilliant. She's just not. She's also not been honest. According to the evidence that we've seen, she's not honest. She lies and misleads people in order to pay her bills and survive. So she does it without any sense of guilt at all. You guys are her pocketbook. Your savings is her savings, okay? The reason I'm saying she's not a brain surgeon is this. It's only 2 months before her court date, right? 2 months, August 12th. Yeah. Trisha, honey, discovery is over. They have already downloaded your entire catalog. They They have every video that has ever been on your website. You want to know how I know that, Trisha? Because Daphne's not dumb. Because Daphne is a brain surgeon. Because she knew 20 years ago how to take money and turn it into $1 million estate. I'll tell you something else. She doesn't need Beth B's money. If she was able to take Beth B's money and turn it into $1 million, I guarantee you that Daphne, all on her own, is sitting on $10 million of investment. But see, you're too dumb to know that because you've never even saved a penny, much less invested money to reap the rewards of that. But I promise you, if she could help Beth B develop $1 million estate, Daphne's estate is healthy, good, she's fine. That $10,000 a month that she began collecting after the death of Beth B was because Beth B's Social Security paycheck ended. And it is Daphne who has to pay the estate bills. So the $10,000 was to pay the bills, the upkeep on all of the accounts and everything until they finally get it all signed over to Tri-City. Then the $1 million becomes Tri-City's headache to deal with. There is one reason only why Tri-City Animal Shelter has not received money for the dogs and cats. One reason. Daphne had already reached out to them, had already given them the will and explained to them how the transfer of assets would occur, who she was, and they gave the permission that she would manage the account and the transfer of assets. Everything was done. Until what? Until Trisha lied to the judge in Dallas and said, oh, I was a creditor. Beth B did not fulfill her promises to me. The only reason Tri-City Animal Shelter has not received any of their money is Trisha Griffiths. You feel okay with that, Mad Chatters? Y'all okay with that, Idaho potatoes? Y'all good with that? Y'all still happy with your two little queens, Lauren and Trisha? Y'all okay with that? You still feeling good about their level of honesty and integrity? Well, then you guys are not brain surgeons either. And what do you make of this nonsense right here? If Trisha was so honest, if she conducts her business in a way that you approve of, or does she just say the right words for you? That you're choosing to live in a delusional state that when she speaks, she really means what she says. You haven't quite figured out that people have the ability to lie. You don't understand that? You'd prefer to look at the truth tellers, Andy Kopsa, Jolene Lunzer, Everyday with Jay. You would prefer to look at the truth tellers, the ones who are bringing the receipts. You'd rather say they're the ones that are lying. They're being mean. They're bullies. Here's your liar. Here's your evidence for who's the lying one. And the evidence on Lauren is developing. So it's coming. But for today, let's just deal with this, okay? Let's just deal with this. You've looked at now Dallas courts system register. I've given you the link. You go over and pull it up yourself. You can pull every one of these documents. Nobody's committing fraud on the court portal. Okay, nobody's doing that. Nobody at the courthouse is targeting Trisha. Go to the courthouse website I gave you. Make you an account. Go in and pull up Trisha Griffith, TH. Pull up every one of her court cases in Texas. Do it. See who's the liar. You don't need Trisha to explain it to you. All you got to do is be able to read in a 5th grade level. Look at this. This is easy enough. These numbers, this is easy enough to understand. Why in the world would someone who has had a YouTube for 8 years, maybe even longer, why would you stick a dagger into the life of your YouTube channel by removing 90%? No, more than 90% of your content. Who would do that? Even people that rebrand they don't kill off. Is that 90%? It is a little bit, 92, maybe 92%. Even people that are rebranding to a totally different topic, they don't kill every single video, because this is the death of web sleuths. That's the death of web sleuths right there. Why would you do it unless you have something to hide? Why would you do it unless you have something to hide? Okay. It is hybrid. It makes you wonder what was waiting on Trisha when she got back to Texas after CrimeCon, or who did she speak to at CrimeCon that told her, hey, they're going to be doing discovery, and they're going to download your entire channel, and they're going to hire people, usually law students, to watch every one of your videos. Who did she talk to that advised her to lock down her channel? But here's the truth. Here's the reality. So congratulations, Daphne. The reality is they're only looking at 2 months, 8 weeks before the hearing. Discovery has been long finished. They got you, Trisha. You're done. And that's why I would like every single Mad Chatter, or even the Idaho potatoes, if you live in Texas, go to the court that day. It's open court. Go sit in, listen for yourself if you need to figure out if we're the bad guys or if the bad guys are Trisha and Lauren. Go sit in the courthouse. Go listen. Go watch it. We're not lying. We're showing you facts. Dreadful Penny, she's showing you facts. Facts. Here's another problem you have, Trisha. You can take these videos down all day long. Do you know how many of us have downloaded your videos already? Do you know how many? Stop. This is just silliness at this point, Trisha. Stop lying to everyone. Stop asking people to give you their savings. The gig is up. You're done. It's finished. There'll be no more $150,000 friends. Oh, I wish you could be there, Hybrid. I wish you could be there. Trisha Griffith and Lauren are so used to manipulating things that they feel untouchable. Lauren has weaseled her way into law enforcement on multiple occasions to work for her, or she is working for them. She throws John's credentials around like, okay, if he was doing what she does, you know how she says, oh, this is my husband, he's a forensic psychologist, he's a licensed psychologist. If he did that, if he pulled out, I'm a licensed psychologist, anytime he was trying to get something done, right, that would be an ethical violation with our APA ethics code. He can't do that. She can. She's not the psychologist, right? So that, what does that say for John? It tells me, once again, John doesn't know his APA ethics code. He just doesn't know it. Or because if he did, he would have told her, shut up, quit using my credentials. You can't use your credentials in that manner. That's not what they're for. But he doesn't tell her. She has turned John's PhD and his licensed practice psychology, she has turned it into a commodity. She's buying and selling her husband. That's the way the ethics committee would look at it. Yeah, 6 million views gone, Alabama Amy. And that 6 million views, not in the algorithm. She's unseen in the algorithm. She gets 168 views in one night, 168 views in 24 hours. The algorithm does not know web sleuths exist, which is my first hypothesis that Othram is doing this. My first hypothesis is Othram doesn't want to be associated with Trisha Griffith. They don't want people to be able to search web sleuths and up pops old bat in a cowboy hat. They don't want that. Again, that's my hypothesis. I don't know that to be true. I do think it's one or the other. I think either Othram is trying to cleanse this connection with Trisha, or this was about the upcoming court case and the worry, the fear of discovery. So either way, she's a two-time loser. Either way, this does nothing. They already have everything. They've already been going through her videos for a court case in August. Discovery's over. And it's weird that she wouldn't have known that. It's weird. Maybe she knew what the dates were for discovery and when the last day for discovery would be. Maybe she knew that on the surface, but she's just so unsophisticated that she didn't realize that her YouTube channel could be used in discovery. Maybe she did. Maybe she thought she was safe because Web Sleuths now owns it, but that wouldn't have saved them because it's public information. So they can download and record anything they want to. I mean, she's the one on the camera talking. It's not going to be hard to verify if she said what she said. So she's got loads of, I think she's in really bad trouble, y'all. I do. I think she's in a lot of trouble. If she puts him back up, does it go back to previous standing or start from scratch? No, it's a start over. So it'll look like she gets this big burst of views, but then in the coming days, it looks like a dying channel. If you start with a brand new channel and it instantly gets 6 million views, the algorithm is thinking, oh, this is another PewDiePie. This is another Mr. Beast. This is a great channel, right? You get 6 million views in 24 hours. Wow. But then in the coming days, you're only going to get a fraction of that, a fraction. Then the algorithm says, it was a trick. It was a fluke. It's AI. They're using bots. It's no good. We're not going to refer this channel to anyone. So it kills the channel to do this. What she should have done if she was trying, if what she was trying to achieve was to stop people from using her video as content, what she should have done was just make it so that it was unlisted. She could have gone in there and chosen all these videos and made them unlisted. The idiot deleted them. Weird. So weird. And then she did it again on Tuesday. She added 238. She took 235 back. It's so weird. There's no understanding for it. You know what I mean? It's bizarre. I don't know. I think Trisha Griffer will just quietly disappear very soon. Maybe she may go across state lines and go home to Utah. Maybe. It seems that Beth B paid off her cabin in Utah, that she was about to lose her cabin for non-payment of taxes, forfeiture of taxes, right? Or forfeiture of the property in lieu of taxes. And right at the last minute, Beth B came in and paid the whole kit and caboodle. You man chatters, you want to be stupid. You got so much fact sitting in front of you, and you are intentionally lying to yourself. I don't know why. It's very sad. I don't know what the story is, but maybe you feel sorry for her. Why don't you feel sorry for Beth B? Why don't you feel sorry for Helen the Nun? Why don't you feel sorry for the Tri-City Animal Shelter who's not getting the money for the dogs and cats? It's a nonprofit. Why don't you feel sorry for Mr. H, an old man, widowed, that gave Trisha $50,000 because he thought she was about to lose her website? All these people being kind to Trisha because she lies to you guys and says, oh, I'm not going to be able to pay it. I'm just not going to be able. And Pong, I need a new microphone. I don't have a microphone. You guys are disgusting. Why in the world would you put a stamp of approval on this? You are the people being conned. Where's your sense of self, like personal survival? Don't be conned. This woman could go get a job. Do you know that? You had a job. You went and worked. I've got 5 jobs. I go to work every day. I don't have a single day off. I usually work 7 days a week. Occasionally, I'll take a day off, maybe every 5-6 weeks. I work. You work. Everybody's working. Except who? Trisha. Why does Trisha need to work? All she's got to do is tell a lie, and you feel sorry for her and give her your money. Weird. If one sees the live from her room at CrimeCon first night, she was saying she would do another live, but did not. And Jay's live showed her coming alone down elevator, and she looked rough. She did look rough, Marty. She almost looked like she was having a hard time standing, like walking. To me, maybe I'm wrong, I felt like she looked very unsteady on her feet. Now, whether she's unsteady on her feet from something like sarcopenia, where her muscles are gone, or she was intoxicated, or she was having a event, I don't know, but she looked like she was having a hard time walking. What do you think, Marty? And she did. She was assuring everyone that she was going to be going live, showing people, going live down in CrimeCon, going live. She never showed it. She never showed like Creator Row. She didn't ever do any of that. Chronic long-term Lyme disease, really? Here's what my theory was, Marty. She, maybe so, Mad Chatter, yeah. But this is my calculus. She has lost an incredible amount of weight, like a lot of weight, right? In a short period of time. We also have her great friend Lauren telling her friends that Trisha had asked for donations and for the channel, but then turned around and used it for plastic surgery. Those are the actual exact words that she used. right? So then I thought, okay, she has mentioned when she was like still in Utah, she had mentioned that she has diabetes, right? She's diabetic. So I thought, basically wondered, did she get on the jab? Has she been on tirzepatide or Ozempic or one of those medications? And she did not consume the proper amount of protein, and she did not get her daily exercise. And so along with the fat, she also lost all of her muscle, because she, to me, watching her walk, she looked frail. Like she looked like a nursing home person. She is, I think is she 5 years older than me? I think maybe she's 6 years older than me. She's 5 or 6 years older than me. I walk 3 miles a day with no, like, it's not hard for me to do that. And she was really struggling to walk and keep walking. Like she'd walk a little bit and then stop, and then walk a little bit more and then stop. And ultimately, we know where she went to. She went straight to the slot machines. So she's 67 or 68. Yeah, so she's like 6 years older than me. Anything she perceives as in, I think she has led a very sedentary lifestyle. I mean, sitting on that sofa, right? Fat holds heavy metals. So if you lose weight faster than you detox it, it releases and causes issues. Interesting, Marty. Thank you for that information. I need to read about that. That is very interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if she is a drinker. I don't know. I hope not. Let me say this. Here's what I mean. I hope she's not a drinker if, and I have no way of knowing this, if she is on one of the GLP-1s, she doesn't need to be drinking a lot with those medications. So I hope that she's not doing both of those. But the rate in which she lost weight, I think it almost has to be GLP-1s. Or that maybe she got a stomach staple. Maybe she got breast reduction, which made it look like a lot thinner very quickly. I mean, I don't know what happened. You just know she lost a tremendous amount of weight very quickly. And usually people cannot achieve that without some sort of intervention, whether it's a GLP-1, whether it is being in the gym, getting a trainer. She doesn't really strike me as the kind of person that would have worked with a trainer to burn a lot of calories every day. She does seem to me like it was probably a GLP. That's kind of what it seems like to me, which is, there's no shame in that. I'm not saying it's shameful, but it is unfortunate if she did not have enough protein while she was going through the process, and if she did not use her muscles and work out while she was on the GLP. Yeah, exactly, Alabama Amy. One of the biggest things that people are warned about, number one, is the digestive system issues. You don't want to get constipated. You want to stay well hydrated and all that. But second is sarcopenia, that you have to have tremendous amounts of protein, which means you need to drink tremendous amounts of water, and you must be out getting your steps in, or you're going to lose the muscle you have. If you lose 30 pounds, 10 of that's going to be muscle, 20 of it's going to be fat. You'll just end up flabby, not fit. So what is Othram's responsibility in this with Trisha doing what she has done? Could there be some kind of liability? I think, and I'm guessing, so don't take this as fact. If I'm not mistaken, it seems like Trisha was able to have contact with Othram because Beth B procured that. Somehow Beth B knew someone at Othram and got them into talks together. And then ultimately Othram made an offer to Trisha, and apparently somebody sent me an email that Othram gave Trisha so much money that she never has to work in her life. Okay, you don't know. That could have been Trisha sending an email like that. Okay, I don't know who it was. That some kind of offer was made. Othram is basically purchased the Web Sleuth's name and the websleuths.com website, Web Sleuth's YouTube. They purchased the name, and then I guess they have some kind of a agreement that Trisha can manage the Web Sleuth's channel, maybe. I don't know. And I don't have any reason to know. I don't know. In that case, I don't think they wouldn't be liable for anything related to Mr. H or Helen the Nun or Sue Pruitt, because all that happened before Othram. It's possible Othram could be implicated in what's going on with Beth B's estate. If they signed the papers before Beth B died. Now, if Othram didn't sign the papers until after Beth B died, then probably not. See what I mean? So I don't know. And maybe Jolene or Dreadful Penny, Jay, Andy Copsa, maybe one of these ladies know like the actual date of the deal, like when the papers were filed I'm talking about the transfer business ownership. Maybe they've looked that up. And then we know the date that Beth B died. So if the Othram deal had already been done by the time that Beth B died, I think Othram I think their lawyers have probably stepped in. Lots of ticks. If they are the owner, can they disassociate themselves from Trisha? That will depend 100% on how it's written up in the contract. It could be written up like, as long as YouTube channel Web Sleuths is in operation, Trisha is the anchor, right? Or the DJ or whatever you want to call it, the personality. It might say that Othram retains the right to change personalities. You just don't know unless you got those documents. You don't know what their agreement was. But it looks like to me someone is killing the channel on purpose. Because so there's that original, hold on, let me go here. There's this original purge right here. As soon as Trisha got back from CrimeCon, that makes me think that she has some kind of consciousness of guilt, right? Something is in her head that when she gets home, she's in a panic. She spends all day Tuesday through midnight into Wednesday deleting videos, deleting them. Why? Why would she do that? Well, the thing that came to my mind was, delete them, and then give yourself time to go back through and make sure you didn't say anything that could be used in a court hearing. That was my original thought. And then a week later, exactly 1 week, she does it again. Except this time she adds back 238 videos. Exactly 1 week later, she adds 238 videos. 24 hours later, she's removed 235 of them. This is the death of a channel. It's the death of a channel. So bizarre to look at. Look at her income for the past 30 days, the past 2 weeks. Zero income. Zero. So bizarre. Trisha, you're so weird, girl. Like, what are you doing to your channel? Look at this. Look at that. May, 0 new subscribers. April, lost 100. It's good. June is going to be crazy looking. These are the views. So in February, they got 159,000 views. March, 107,000 views. April, 86,000 views. May, 53,000 views. June is going to be wild. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen. I'm talking about related to YouTube. I don't know. So some of you longtime YouTube people, what do y'all make of this? Used to be common to stay on 2 years after a buyout. That was a decade or more ago. The amount of times she says, I don't know, I just don't know. We just don't know. It's mind blowing. You are web sleuths, for goodness sake. I don't know, Alabama. I am owning it. These are my theories only, and I have no special relationship to any of these people. So I have no reason to know the facts, right? Other than what's presented in the court documents, there's nothing that I can say about it. Other than the observation, it's bizarre. Why do you think Lauren is buddies? I think they're doing dirty business together behind the scenes. I think both of them are without scruples. I think it's their way that they've been able to manage and get over on people. It's just a big scam. Same thing with Hidden True Crime. It's just scammy mammy. It's just scammy. It's just ugly nastiness. All right. So maybe Othram is pulling the plug on the Web Sleuths YouTube channel. I know that it is a fact that I know that it's a fact. What happened there? There looks like there was a massive purchase of subscribers right there. April 2024. I guess that was during all of the Lori Vallow trial stuff. Pretty strange business right there. Views for the last 30 days, minus 6 million. That's going to hurt, Trisha. It's going to hurt real bad. Now, to be clear, I don't think it's any skin off of her back because it's my belief after reading the documents, Othram owns WebSleuth. So this doesn't hurt anybody, but I mean, I guess it hurts Othram, right? That's who it would hurt. So here's another theory just popped in my head. Maybe Trisha got mad at Othram, and yeah, because her video, the last video she put up, wasn't that a pre-recorded video from like a year ago? Hold on. Let's see. Seven days ago. It's weird. It's weird to look at because when she had deleted the 2000 videos, I looked at it, and the last video that had been uploaded was uploaded like a year previous. It was a pre-recorded interview with someone. I can't remember who. Now, though, again, there's more manipulation because they added and removed more videos. So if we look at we're on latest. So this is the activity in the past week, right? Is that right? 14, 21, 28, 1 month. Hold on, I'm trying to go back to the point where she killed her channel. Hold on. There's 2 months ago. Here it is. Boom, right here. See right here? They go from 2 months, Nancy Guthrie, but it was a year. Surprise visit from Hidden True Crimes, Lauren Matthias. What in the fuck is that? And then the Kohberger trial, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, 1 year, and then 2 years. Woo! So there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos for all of 2005. Six videos for all of 2005. Trisha, what are you doing? 2005. It's Beth B. She's hiding Beth B. They're hiding Beth B. Okay, okay. And then we get to this back when she was looking rough, looking haggard. There's her ugly background. Ugly background. Weird place. I don't know where that was. Ugly. Ugly background, new background. That's it. Boom, right there. That's what she's hiding. She wiped out the year after Beth B died. You snake. You snaky snake. Boy, it'd be a real shame if somebody told Linda. Obstruction can get you some jail time in Texas, Trisha. Trisha, you heifer. You are a horrible person. Y'all, look what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me show you what I'm talking about. You'll see what I mean. Sorry, I was studying her channel when y'all were just staring at the social blade. Look. All right. You see all these videos right here. These are all like, I mean, she's got some that she's deleted, but you see where it says this was 1 month ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months ago, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, 2 months, and then right here, right there, that's where you get a purge. All right. So see, Guthrie mystery deepens, open back doors, but blood on the porch, streamed 2 months ago, and she's got her Beth B background, the background that Beth B paid for, right? The next video up was a year ago, and it is Lauren Matthias, Hidden True Crime Verdict Watch in Delphi. And she's in her, she doesn't have her Beth B background.
Hey everyone, welcome to Web School.
You shut up, you little liar and grifter. She's got that ugly background. She wiped out, I'm gonna get real specific with the dates, but it looks like to me she wiped out from the time that Beth B died to 1 year after. She's trying to hide the evidence. You snaky snake. Oh, you are a horrible creature. Oh my God, man chatters. Run for your lives. Save yourself. Holy shit. Girl, you got bigger problems than gambling. Holy. Okay, so there's one of the places where the where she purged. Let's see if there's another missing block. 69 videos. My brain just can't do anything with that. It's craziness. Okay, so here we go. 1 month ago, 2 months ago. And then we get right here, okay? Now that's 1 year. So she basically has what, 6 videos up for the year 2025. The whole year of 2025, 6 videos. She's engaging in a cover-up, guys. Okay, so there's 1 year, 1 year. Oh, she also deleted. Oh my God. she's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos from the time Beth B died up to today. She has 6 videos up. That Texas judge is going to be pissed, Trisha. You are stupid. Okay, and then it jumps to 2 years. 2 years. That's it. So everything that would have been related to Helen the Nun, all of that is gone. She is snake. Snaky snake. Oh, look what she's changed her description. The opinions expressed here are mine or those of our guests and co-hosts. They do not represent any organization. So if anything dumb is said, please direct your anger at me. Trisha, you are in more need of an attorney than anyone I've ever known. Do you guys remember that she had like tons of these shorts in that stupid cowboy hat? So where'd they all go? Like, why did she take them all down? And then you're left with this one. Let's see what it is.
Or was something much darker going on? And yes, flipping heck is how we swear in Utah. Hi, Trisha here, your old bat in a cowboy hat with your web sleuth true crime update. Join us tonight at a special time, 8 p.m. Eastern, as we dig into the shocking new Benjamin Kyle documentary. It's premiering tomorrow on Discovery ID and HBO Max. Now, the story captured the nation for years, but web sleuths played a surprising role long before many people started asking the tough questions. Trust me, when you hear how web sleuths fits into this story, it will blow your flipping heckin' mind. What?
You've already blown my flipping heckin' mind.
Join us live tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern for Web Sleuths YouTube Live. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Can't wait to hear more about this tangled web. What? The Trisha tangled web? Because it's the gift that keeps on giving. Holy crud. All right. Man. Ooh. Sorry, girly. Bad news, right? That is nuts. If Beth B really did introduce autism to Trisha, it makes sense that cutting her loose while she was alive might be delicate. Is DNA Solves a subsidiary of Trisha Griffith? Has anyone checked on? No, it's DNA Solves is Othram. I still can't believe the amount of money she scammed. Oh, Alabama. It's just mind-boggling. I don't even know how. Here's the part that really gets me. It's not that she would be in debt that much and need that money. The thing that blows my mind is that she was able to allow herself to take that money from people. That's what blows my mind. Like, at what point does your conscience kick in and you say, I need to go get a job like every other adult on the planet? Like, why don't you go get a damn job, Trisha? Why are you like engaging in criminal activity? She can keep the 3 videos down where she allows HTC to further pass the damn stalking claims. She can keep those down since they're proven lies, especially Grayson's take. Yeah. What was it? 5:30 p.m. I don't think she does either, Lil Red. It looks that way more and more. Wait, let's see what Janice. Yeah, that video, Janice, of her coming down the escalator And then we know she walks straight to the slot machines, right? She stops a couple of times, but goes to the slot area. She just looks like, to me, she has no muscle. Her legs literally look like sarcopenia. Like, I bet her knees are just knobs. I bet she doesn't have any muscle. And she has that walk too, where she's wobbly because there are no muscles. Looks really dangerous. Because if her large muscles in her body, her legs primarily, probably her core is in the same shape, but certainly her leg muscles, if they look like that, I can tell you what the heart looks like. It's teeny tiny, shriveled up, very frail, very frail. Yes. Yep. So was she foolish enough to get on a GLP-1 and not supplement her protein? Like, was she that foolish? I don't know. Because I know the doctors, and when they prescribe the stuff, they drill it into your head. You're going to need 50, 100 grams of protein minimum a day. A day. You almost get sick of protein, right? It's just like dominates everything so that you don't lose your muscles. But listen, guys, if you lose 30 pounds and 10 of that is muscle, you do not look fit. You look ill. You look like you're sick. So if you're going to do the GLPs, if you're going to kind of take that route, please, you got to go work out. You got to walk every day to keep your heart strong. And you've got to get at least 100 grams of protein a day or more if you're bigger, right? So, yeah, I think the odds of everything Okay, everybody, my battery died on my computer. I apologize, but I also do have to go right now. So I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Very sorry about it dying, but I'll be back later on and we can talk some more. I don't think I have time tomorrow, but I definitely will be here on Friday. And we'll just keep an eye on the web sleuths exploding, magical, disappearing and reappearing videos and see what happens. Because what else are you going to do than just watch the train wreck? You know what I mean? All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful afternoon. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys on Friday.